What's up? This is 2003 JL, and I'm gonna rant about something that may make some comic book heads out there very angry. American comic books are, they're they're getting it up the ass right now. Why do you say that, 2003 JL? You fucking douchebag, you fucking asshole. You said anime kind of sucks, but you turn around and make. Okay, now here's my thing about American comic books right now. And I'm not talking about everything in general, just certain ones. Everything is changing. I'm remember back in the day when X-Men was the book to read. Now, many of you can agree with me. X-Men's continuity is the most fucked up continuity you will ever read in comics. Now, one of the problems I have with American comics is continuity. Now, for some reason, Marvel has managed. I don't know how DC messed up, but Marvel somehow has managed, even throughout the 40 years they've been in print, managed to keep the continuity straight. So, they didn't necessarily move that much in real time, but somehow DC decided every time they needed to retcon their whole thing, they do what's that shit called? They do that crisis on every planet or whatever, and they try to retcon everything. They kill off half the characters that they have. Now, my biggest problem with DC Comics doesn't suck. I mean, I like Justice League. Batman's my all-time favorite superhero, next to Daredevil, and Moon Knight, and Black Panther. But for the most part, like, DC has too many fucking heroes. Seriously, they have more heroes than they do villains. It's crazy. It's coming stagnant because they'll make a good superhero story interesting is an even better villain, and they need to create new villains. For one thing, they got too many fucking heroes. Like every other book, it's a new goddamn superhero, but you don't have no supervillains to fight. You're always fighting the same fucking assholes. Superman's been fighting Lex Luthor for like 60 years. He still hadn't put his ass down once and for all. Batman still hadn't killed the Joker, even though he's not going to, but we think he should. As far as I'm concerned, Dark Knight was, put that to rest, but it was out of continuity, supposedly, and I'm not going to get into that. But, for the most part, it's getting, it's losing its flavor, man. I mean, I don't even want to talk about Image Comics, because Image Comics is just that. I mean, they have some good stuff, but for like Witchblade and the Darkness, some stuff like Spawn has lost its flavor with me. I mean, the only thing that attracted people to Spawn, in my opinion, was the artwork, which was his biggest strength. But it had just like all the image stuff, it had great artwork, but ain't got no story, And Marvel's been doing straight, for a while, but then somewhere down the line, X-Men's continuity got fucked up. Last time I really enjoyed X-Men was like 1999, 2000, the whole Cerebro story arc, when Cerebro went out of control, and they had Carlos Pacheco doing the art. And I remember back when Joe Madureira was doing Battle Chasers, but he never finished it for God knows why. Oh yeah, I want to talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man pisses me off. I'll never read Spider-Man again. Well, I never did read Spider-Man because it's the same shit. He's bitching and moaning about Mary Jane and how he's struggling to be Spider-Man, and he has to, it's lame. That's why I always like Daredevil, because Daredevil always has some new shit going on. I still believe Daredevil's like the strongest book, one of the strongest books, in my opinion, Marvel has, just because the artwork and the writing is good, and Daredevil's just a great character. Moon Knight is really interesting. I like Moon Knight so much, I went and bought the Essential Moon Knight from Marvel. Black Panther is awesome. You can see my video on how to talk about Black Panther. Wolverine, he's Wolverine, I never liked Incredible Hulk. I couldn't get into the Avengers because there's too much backstory for me to just jump on in the book. I like the Ultimates though. The Ultimates was great. I mean, that was one of the best things I ever read by Marvel. Let's see. Civil War pissed me off. They killed Captain America. I don't understand the logic behind that, but he'll be back in like a couple of years. They'll do some. They'll probably clone him, or some kind of thing where they take Ultimate Universe Captain America, put him in our universe. They're gonna do something. Captain America won't stay dead because they got the movie coming out in like 4 years or 3.5 years. They got the movie coming out, so they gotta bring Cap back. You're not gonna keep him dead. That's my gripes with Marvel. Now, back to DC. I mean, like I was saying, they got too many heroes but no villains. And if they do have villains, it's the same villains they got squashed before. And another thing's pissing me off is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is like one of the holy trinity of superhero comics. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. And for some reason, they still can't do her right. I mean, Gail Simone's supposed to be taking over, and she can do Wonder Woman because I read the stuff she did with Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey was very good. And for some reason, I don't know what happened to Wonder Woman. It just started off real hard. It started off hardcore, and all of a sudden, it just got real weak. I don't know what the fuck happened. I heard they're gonna stop Teen Titans again, which makes no fucking sense. They went through all that to revamp Teen Titans, and now they're gonna stop doing it. And then they got rid of Starfire and Cyborg and Beast Boy, and they killed Impulse / Kid Flash / Flash. What the fuck, man? I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. And again, a lot of people hate Japanese stuff, but the Japanese stuff is, dominating in sales to some degree, from what I understand. And one thing is the availability. You can't pick up X-Men at the grocery store like you can pick up New Type magazine or Shonen Jump or Shoujo Beat or Anime Insider or Otaku USA. They got to work on that too. They got to make their stuff more available. And on top of that, picking up a manga is cheaper. Like you can pick up a Naruto, has like 100 and something pages from Walmart for like $5, for like $4.95, or you can pick up a 32-page comic book for $3. You do the math, okay? They gotta work this out. They gotta get hip to it. There's still some American comic books I like Ninja High School is tight, and Gold Digger is one of my favorites, and shout out to Fred Perry. And you just gotta look at it like that. I mean, Wizard magazine is still good. I still love American superheroes. It's just it's a lot of stuff that's going on that I don't like. Well, I'm just putting it out there. You can talk about it amongst yourselves. Leave your comments. Post video responses if you like. I'm just trying to start another dialogue. I want people to talk. Well, that's it. I might do another rant later. Peace.